Welcome back to After the Whistle. I'm Phil Bonatti, joined by a couple members of the state champions Century volleyball team here. Jamie Zaspel, Delaney Clark here. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having us.
So just a fantastic run again this season, and Jamie, I want to start with you. Another state championship with this squad and with this program. I think it's 9 now if we're at the kit tally for this program. But what does it mean for this group of girls to be ones that are named champions at the end of this year?
You know, it's special with every group, and it definitely this year was a fun run. I think that people kind of didn't give them a lot of thought when we graduated. The group that we graduated last year, we graduated 6, and it was such a talented group and a group that had been there for a while. So I'm not sure that they give this group, many looks, but they really had some adversity throughout the year, and they worked hard every day, and just a really fun group. They get along really well, so they made it enjoyable to be there every day, and really just they earned it, and I think that's what I think about with this group is it was definitely earned.
Delaney, in your mind, playing with these girls, what made this group one that was going to hoist the trophy at the end of the year?
Well, I think we all just got along really well, and we've played together for a long time, and we put in the work in the off season, and it was just really rewarding to see that pay off.
It wasn't the perfect season like it was a couple years ago. There were you mentioned some bumps in the road, and I think one of the most fascinating things about this year was your battle with Bismarck High and that rivalry. Talk to me about these battles, Jamie. We'll start about what those matches did for this team to be able to really battle through a really good team that was across the way, across town.
Every year Bismarck High is always a battle for us, and it's just that Century Bismarck High rivalry that you have. They're friends, they've competed against each other, they know each other so well, so I think that just adds an extra twist to the game. But I think that we learned a lot in those things. We went to Bismarck High and swept them in 3. We played them in a tournament with some really sick kids. 5 of our kids didn't practice that week at all, so that was kind of eye-opening. And then to battle with them again in 4 and, and lose to them here, I think that taught us a lot, and I think that it maybe redirected us a little bit. And lucky enough that we lost in 4, we still had the #1 seed going into the West Region tournament. I think that helped us too, and then being able to see them in West Region again, you're like, oh man, here we are again. But they're a great team, a lot of talented players. Obviously a great relationship with their head coach. She used to coach, be one of my assistants, so it was nice to see that. And I think it was even really special just hosting here in Bismarck, being able to play against them and experience that again. Both of us kind of that hometown feel. I think it was just a great story to write.
Delaney, you're a person who's been in those big state tournament games, big matches, but I feel like there was such an extra edge to the championship game with all the head-to-head records, some games that come, some games that were in a tournament, it was 2v2 going into that one against the Demons. Was there any talk about the extra sense of that rivalry going into that championship game, or was it something different going in there?
I think there was some, but I think that loss really just gave us some motivation and fueled us throughout the rest of the season. And it just kind of helped us work together better and finish it out.
So how were you able to battle through that game? Take me through some of the things that really worked for you, worked for this team when you were in that moment in that championship match.
Well, I think Jamie said we learned a lot from how we played and just bringing the right emotions to the court and helping bring some excitement to the floor, and that just really helped.
When you look back on this group, Jamie, what will come most to mind for you with either the seniors that are leaving or just the group in general, how it blended together?
They're just a fun group. We joked all year. A really fun group, but really driven, and they came to practice every day to compete. I mean, they joked a lot, they pulled a lot of pranks, but it just, at the end of the day, they were competitors. And I think they just had that drive that they needed, like we said, to redirect, to do all the things they needed to prove that they were the top team.
Delaney, how will you look back on this whole experience with the program?
Yeah, it was really a lot of fun, and we had a lot of fun together on the court every single day, but we still brought that competitive Century culture, and I think that's really what helped.
Awesome. Well, I want to congratulate you both on the state championship, again, hoisting the trophy, and especially in Bismarck. That's got to be all the more sweeter for you guys. And so I appreciate you for joining us on the show.